Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Expressive Tone TV, conveying your thoughts and feelings to the world. Guys, no be small thing o. Peter Obi, in his message to Nigerians during his interview with Arise News, he don talk say I wish say na him dey rule, because the people they ask am question say, if na you dey rule before, wetin you for do different? Don't you think that the way things are now, so if for still be? Now him come talk say no, if for not be like that. He say because not be the way they handle am now, not be so him for take handle am. He say wetin him for do, number one, him for first put some logistics in place so that at the time he remove the subsidy, the thing not go affect the people. And he also talk say he don't take when him dey tell us say this subsidy say na organized crime. He say because somebody tell am say one of his friends say he don tire to dey chop this subsidy money, he don tire to dey thief this subsidy money. He said the money too much. He said make them stop am. So now so the matter be. He said we say na him rule. He say if for not do am like that. He say and wetin cause am wey be say our money con dey go down all the time now. Dollar just dey go up, naira just dey come down. He say na because of say we no dey export anything. Na so e be normal. As we no dey export anything, so our money just dey go down, dey go down. He say the only thing to raise our money, make our money come get value again, now for us to dey export things, not be to dey import everything. Now to reduce things wey go dey enter the country and increase wetin go dey go out. Now so in come talk. Abeg, if you never subscribe to my channel, na God that say beg you make you subscribe to the channel, so that if I dey bring news, now you go be the first to know. You go press the notification bell. You go also like the video. You go drop your comments below. Wetin you think? Wetin this thing wey Peter Obi talk, so you think say na so e for be? True, if na him enter, you think say difference for dey, or na as everything still dabaru, so na so e for be? So you go drop your comment below, make me sef still know. But I want make you know say everything when I dey talk here, I no dey talk wetin I no see o. Na wetin I see now I dey talk. That is why anything when I bring for you, I go always drop video for you to support am, so that you go dey see am where they take dey talk am. So right now I go leave you, make you watch the video for where Arise News crew take dey interview am, both them Rufai and all of them, that they interview am because of the independence wey we do. Say how him see the matter. So now then him take dey tell them say as long as say we no dey export, na so e go be. And na wetin that they claim say na we dey consume for this country, he say we no dey consume reach like that. So the effect for not still dey reach like that. He said the best thing na to comot this criminality, to kill corruption. Once they kill that corruption, things go come dey easier for us. Abeg, I go leave you, make you watch video. See you in my next video. Cheers.
The response by organized labor. Yesterday they met with the federal government and they said they were going on a mother of all strikes starting tomorrow if their demands were not met. I'd like to ask you a question with regards to what you would have done, because during the campaign season you described fuel subsidy as organized crime and that you were going to remove it. What would you have done differently? So would you have still gone ahead to remove it? Would the timing have mattered? What would you have put in terms of palliatives if you had been elected as president?
Well, let me reiterate my position. And I said, fuel subsidy is organized crime as it was being practiced even before. If you go and look at my tweet of September 19, 2022, and then read my manifesto, it showed clearly, manifesto about Labour Party, showed clearly the way we would have approached it. Fuel subsidy is organized crime. I've said this repeatedly, and that is going to be removed. I mentioned it during the campaign. I mentioned that what we are consuming is far above what we are supposed to be consuming. And if you listen to Governor Isaiah Gudaya's interview recently, he said that a friend of his who was involved in fuel subsidy gains and everything, told him that it is criminal, that he's even tired of making money through that type of crime. It should be removed. Which shows there's a criminality side of it and corruption side of it. Then if you look at, since the subsidy has been removed, our consumption is just about half of what it is, which again shows that what we are consuming. So for me, the approach would have been, and that's what I said, go and read my tweet, is to remove the corruption and criminal side of it, remove the excess demand that is not factual. By doing this, you would have reduced it by 50%. The remaining 50% is what would have been able to, after consultation with various stakeholders, been able to find a way to, in an organized manner, remove and showing the proceeds of the removal or the gains of the removal to be invested in a critical development areas, education, health, and pulling people out of poverty. People need to see that transparency of transferring from here to here, the gains and everything. And when you do it in an organized manner, with proper palliative that are well structured, thought after, not just haphazardly, you would have been able to see Nigerians go along with you. One of the things we are suffering with this announcement is what I can call announcement effect. You see, policies like these are not what you just announce haphazardly. There are things you thought through and everything. That's what we would have done as Labour Party. So let me tell you, Mr. Fine. First is that you can't float a currency you don't have supply with. It's like building a non-gated house in a criminal-ridden society. You have to have a defense mechanism. Nobody floats what you don't supply. You don't have supply. I believe, I wouldn't even, not just saying what we would have done, but I believe that now we have new CBN team. They have to look at the overall monetary policy, which, if they focus on their job, which is exchange rate, inflation, and everything, I know it is again not something you announce haphazardly. It's something you look at. Nobody flows his currency without having adequate supply. When you don't have adequate supply, there were pressures, there were criminality in our exchange rate regime. Again, we should have worked on eliminating those criminality and excesses in our foreign exchange regime, because there is strong unmet demands. The Naira was under pressure and a bit overvalued. Everybody knew that. So what you would have done is to devalue the currency. We were at 4.12. If before now, a devaluation to about 600 or thereabouts would have been it. We are trying to manage the supply by making sure that we deal with issues that is what controls your exchange rate. The fact is a simple thing, is your reserve. And what controls your reserve is your export. You have avenues and things that you would have exported. You're supposed to export from your oil to other minerals to everything. Is to encourage those things that will help to start dealing with issue of any more foreign exchange. We're trying to manage what you have, rather than just leaving it open and say market forces. I can tell you, not even in the developed world have anybody left this currency to market forces, because sometimes you might not control it. And now it's because it's difficult to control, because you cannot reverse your policy that you've sent now. So that's why I said this is an announcement effect that would have been well thought through by a proper economic team and consultation properly before announcing. You don't just announce these things in the market square and say we're going to do this.
Okay, Mr. Peter Obi.
Governance is different from that.
Mr. Peter Obi, I want to get you right, and that's why I ask specifics. Are you saying we should have devalued the currency to over 600 and go to look for money?
That's what I would have done. Go and read my listen. Yes, I would have done that.
So you're saying that go to look for money?
I would have devalued the currency. Still stay where we with a management form, making sure that whatever is available is used by the real sector.